Hello, my name is Emma Bruce, and I'm going to be presenting my topic on why we should change standardized tests, or lessen the amount of standardized tests that students take. According to Edutopia, students from grades pre-K to 8th grade take an average of 112 standardized tests. The problem with having so many standardized tests, especially when they are young, is they have to study in school, and that takes away time from their other classes when they could be learning other things for their classes to get a better grade and raise their GPA. Not only does it take away so much time from classes, as they get older, some schools don't let them study for those standardized tests in their classes, so they have to study them at home, which takes away from their time at home as well. When you study for a standardized test or take standardized tests, according to Alfie Kohn, these tests use superficial thinking, just bubbling in sheets of questions and answers with multiple choice, which you can easily guess. And the students don't have to study for these tests if they don't want to, and they can just guess, and still maybe get a good grade. Or when they study and take these tests, they will soon just forget about it the next day. There should be other ways to test these children's knowledge other than just these standardized tests, because a lot of these tests have impact on their lives, which schools they can get into, and other more important stuff like that. It is not a creative way to learn or be in schools. And some schools put more emphasis on these standardized tests than having a art class or a music class, because there's such a heavy emphasis on these standardized tests to pass with good grades so that they can get into the schools or colleges that they want to be in. Standardized tests are not fun. They have people sitting in a room completely silent, and everything is timed. So there's a lot of stress put on the teachers and the students to get everything done in the set time that they have to take the tests. Back on to taking tests when you are very young. According to Alfie Kohn, quoted is, virtually all specialists condemn the practice of giving standardized tests to children younger than 8 or 9 years old. And this is because when someone who is young, those ages much younger, if they take the tests and see that they did not do well, they may feel like a failure, like they can't do it, because they did not reach the average that everyone else has been to, because they have trouble in certain subjects. In these standardized tests, you have to learn specific things. There isn't much other information where you have to learn for these tests other than usually English, science, and math. And if you do not take tests well, or you have trouble with English, math, or sciences, taking these tests can have a major impact on your GPA or your testing, or even going into the college you want to, because you have more trouble with those things. Whereas maybe you are better with math, but your essay skills leave it so that your standardized tests have a very low grade. Standardized tests should not be taken out. They have their importance, but there should be less standardized tests, and the weight they have on a student should be lowered. It puts less stress on students and teachers, and would overall be a good thing if we put less stress on standardized tests.